And we're joined now by two outstanding Albertans, very close friends who grew up playing together, both Team Alberta alumni, and now we can add NHL Draft pick to both of their resumes, separated actually by just 5 picks. It's Jake Neighbours and Ozzy Wiesblatt. Gentlemen, thank you both for joining us. Really appreciate you doing this.
Thank you for having us on.
Yeah, excited to be here.
So first off, congratulations to you both. Jake being drafted by the St. Louis Blues 26th overall, and Ozzy just a couple picks later going to the San Jose Sharks 31st overall. Really amazing accomplishment, and obvious question, how does it feel to have your dreams realized and really to go not only in the NHL draft, but in the first round?
Yeah, for sure. I think, obviously it's something you grow up dreaming about as a kid, and been waiting for this day for a long time, and kept getting delayed a little bit with COVID and everything like that. So was just very, very excited to kind of get to that day, and obviously a great turnout. So
yeah, I think that Jake kind of nailed a couple points there, but I think it was a huge day for everybody's families too. I know Jake's parents have invested a lot of time in him, and my mom has been a big part of where I am. So, it was a big day for everybody.
And of course, it's fitting that you both were selected so closely together, just being such close friends. How much does it mean to each of you to be such a big part of each other's hockey journey and to be there and kind of arrive at the same place at the same time and share that with each other?
Yeah, it's special. I mean, we've been through basically everything together with hockey, and if it's Team Alberta events or Team Canada events, we're going through it together. So it's definitely made it easier to have somebody to talk to and go through it with. So
yeah, for sure. Like Ozzy said, I think getting to go through all these experiences with your best friend is definitely something you cherish. I think going through the prospects game and all that type of stuff, and then the draft, the Holinka, obviously U16 with Team Alberta, and started it with the Buffaloes and midget. We've done a lot together with through the sport, and this was just another big one to add to the list.
And although you've played for opposite teams in the Western Hockey League, and you probably, unless the stars align and there's some divine intervention where you end up on the same team together in the future, you probably play against each other a lot. During the season, do you guys still lean on each other a lot, or are you kind of full compete mode and really just your opponents before your friends when the season's going on?
Yeah, for sure. I think, obviously we lean on each other for support as well as, we are competitors. I think, after every game, we're always texting each other, seeing how each other did. But, I don't think PA versus Edmonton's been the friendliest of games over the past couple of years. It's been, two of the top teams in the Eastern Conference going at it. So, it's always a good game with a lot of intensity. And, we tend to lean towards our intense and competitor sides more than our friendships during those games, I think. So
yeah, I think having a best friend and someone you train with every day that pushes you, I think I think we can both say we're very lucky to have that. So yeah, I mean, we're just very lucky to have two guys that are just as competitive with each other and want to win all the time. So.
And heading into the draft, any kind of friendly competition with who's going to go where, who's going to go first or anything like that? Or are you both really just looking forward to seeing where you each go, hoping you'll both be drafted?
Yeah, I mean, I was lucky enough to see Jake get picked ahead of me. So, it was, I'm happy for him, and, just about brought a little tear to my eye seeing him get picked. So, I mean, it was a special moment for him and his family. So, we're competitive, but also very supportive at the same time. So,
yeah, for sure. I think both of us were kind of hoping we would be the ones to go higher, but we knew going into it that we'd probably be pretty close in terms of numbers and where we were going. So, we were happy for each other, and I remember when I found out Oz was going, it was almost a bigger reaction from my family and I than when I went. So. We have very supportive families, and obviously going both directions, we're happy for each other. So
And Jake, I know every player says before the draft, and they obviously mean it, that they don't really care where they go. They're just going to be happy to be drafted. But now looking back, going to the St. Louis Blues, a great organization, just 2 years removed from a Stanley Cup. How excited are you to go to an organization like that?
Yeah, very, very excited. I mean, obviously you listed a couple things there. Just came off being the Stanley Cup champions, and they still have a solid core of players there, and they're going to be competitive every year. So, I'm very excited to get to go into an atmosphere like that where they know how to win, and a lot of veteran players in there. So, I'm trying to go in there and be a sponge and really soak it all up. And I'm excited. I've heard the fan base is awesome, and the city is a great place to live. So, I'm just really excited to get to go out there and hopefully see it all and get started. So.
Ozzy, 31st pick of the night on Tuesday in the first round, ended up being the most memorable of the night and probably the draft. A really touching gesture from Doug Wilson Jr. of the San Jose Sharks as he used sign language to announce you as their pick. How much does that mean to you, knowing that you're going to an organization that really cares about its players and its families to put the thought into something like that?
Yeah, I think that kind of shows you the class that organization has. I think that that was a very special moment for myself and my mom. But my mom constantly gets texts through the deaf community just saying how cool it was. So I mean, it's definitely something we'll never forget.
And a historic draft for the NHL, with it being all virtual. We saw the NFL do it a few months ago. Can you take us through the process a little bit of what that was like? Obviously, a little disappointing not being in Montreal and walking the stage as you see happen in the first round, but it turned out to be a pretty cool night. Really, a lot of great moments, seeing people celebrate with their families. So can you take us through a little bit about what the setup was like and what it was like being a part of that?
Yeah, definitely. I think kind of my day was, my thoughts going towards it was just to spend it with the people I was closest with. And, so I had my immediate family there and, just really wanted to enjoy the day with them. And, we all got there and just, patiently waited and watched and, tried to enjoy the moment as much as we could, as it obviously only happens once. And then, once we saw Oz went 31, immediately got out and went to his house to see him. So met up with him later and celebrated with his family as well.
Yeah, it was a special time for me too. We had my families, all my brothers, and my brother's friends. So and we've along the way we've been lucky enough to have so many families that have helped us out through our kind of journey, I guess, and a lot of people that have helped us, and we definitely wouldn't be where we are without them. So. We've had a lot of families help us.
And you talk a lot about how excited you were to see each other be drafted and how excited your families were for each other. Can you talk a bit more about your friendship? Obviously people have a lot of people that they lean on, and with the two of you, it sounds like you really went through a lot together. Can you kind of share what it was like growing up together and your hockey journey together?
Yeah, it's been awesome. I mean, I haven't really had a friend that is as competitive as Jake is, and that wants to beat me in literally every single thing. So it's fun, and it's definitely shaped me into the person I am today. So yeah,
I think ever since we met, we just kind of hit it off right away. We started talking. We were about 14, 13, I think, is when we, first started chatting, and, finally got to meet each other at the Calgary Buffaloes tryouts. And I guess the rest is history. We just kind of hit it off right away and, basically did everything together, and I became this guy's Uber. So, proud to be it though. And, looking forward to more Uber rides.
And an incredible year for Albertans at the draft. The two of you were among the 6 Albertans drafted in the first round and 17 taken overall through all 7 rounds of the draft. With both of you growing up playing hockey in Alberta, being a part of the Team Alberta programs, how does it speak to the level of skill and development that we see in Alberta year after year?
Yeah, for sure. I think, obviously got the chance to play in a couple, Hockey Alberta tournaments growing up, the PB Prospects Cup, the Alberta Cup, and obviously moving on to the WHL Cup. And every time you go there's obviously an elite amount of talent. And, Alberta's always producing some pretty high-level hockey players. So, that definitely speaks to the program they got going on right now. I know, Gooley and Ridley Gregg and a couple of our buddies we grew up playing with, to get to see us go in the first round, and even every guy after that is just, an attest to Hockey Alberta's program.
Yeah, I mean, when you're going with things like the top 80 and even the Pee-wee prospects camp, I mean, they prepare you for hockey, and whether it's nutrition, dieting, or even off-ice workouts, I think that they really prepare you for it, and they get you ready for the next level. So.
And we mentioned with the draft going in October, which is pretty weird, a little bit different look for you guys. Normally, you'd be drafted in June. You'd have your summer to, relax a bit, work out, get ready for the season. And then right around this time, hockey would be starting again. What are the next few months look for each of you with the different look to really everything in life right now?
So I think, the plan is to just, continue to train and skate and, try to incorporate some rest as well. I think, trying to stay as fresh as possible and, ready for what opportunity, becomes for a chance for us to get to play again. So, we're just kind of waiting on that. It's been a long summer and, got through the draft and all this. So just kind of looking forward to getting back to playing with our clubs and, continue to train for the rest of the time being.
Yeah, kind of what Jake said, just staying in shape and, always being ready for when the season might start up or, different opportunities, wherever that might be. So, just staying ready and keeping your body healthy and, at the same time getting a lot of rest so you don't overwork yourself.
Well, gentlemen, we're going to let you go. I'll let you get on with your evening here. Really appreciate you doing this, though. I know you've probably done a lot of interviews in the last few weeks. So again, from everyone at Hockey Alberta, congratulations and best of luck heading into the season.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us.